so another crack at winging it on something I've been holding on for the past few days, though. Oh, but it's just that it's just holding me back and whatnot and getting nothing. So, in the words of Vigil from Rainbow Six Siege, is like Baibo Pyonghu Huiji. So, I think I butchered that to hell. So, anyone who listens to stupid BTS, don't cancel me for that. But anyway, it's just the whole I wanted to talk about is actions speak louder than words. So what do I want to talk about that where someone did an action, but whether it's good or bad, and it spoke louder than what the devs have announced through all these years, regardless of which game. Oh, let's see here. Starting with um, what was it? The original COD 4 to or what was on seeing some of the positive things that they did versus the negative thing, like negative actions that they done. Let's see here. Positive was fix the hitboxes for the snipers and the ACOG, and that's about it. That's the only known thing. And then obviously bad action is doing nothing to Martyrdom or Frag times 3, the M16, the default blast radius of grenades and whatnot. So yeah, that's why. A last stand and basically just too many actions, which it all boils down to the perks just ruining COD 4 and whatnot. That's all it is. And oddly, during 2 months before the original Modern Warfare 2 released, I don't know why the hell they thought it was a bright idea to nerf the semi-autos to 444 RPM when they formerly shot 1200. I don't know, but it led to some huge frustrating times on me avoiding on using the G3 like the plague and whatnot, and whenever there are people that still bother to play when using the pistols, it's nothing but the Deagle users, so yeah, that's why. Let's see here, and then, let's see, fast forward to World at War, which the elephant in the room is, they didn't do jack shit with the MP40 damage values and whatnot, because I don't know why the fuck they thought it was a bright idea to make the console community have a damage typo of doing 50 damage, thus, it was like the earliest signs where you should just play video games on PC instead. So yeah, that's what. And then the only known patch that I could think of where besides add the newer maps is that they patch it so that the bipod can't get you underneath the map anymore. So yeah, that's why. But other than that, it's just all negativity. Then the biggest elephant. It's just all these actions I'm just bringing up within the newer games. It's just an elephant. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's see here. Ooh, the original Modern Warfare 2. Where do I begin with that bullshit when it comes to course of action? Besides how they even designed the game overall. Let's see here. Oh, when they nerfed the 1887s, and then after that which is the only nerf gun in the game. Because but then after that one time where what was it? When they they announced that when they announced that they were gonna nerf like one army noob tubes and whatnot, which that was a whole actions speak louder than words type of bullshit. Which they did fucking nothing about it and whatnot because of the whole lawsuit at one point during the game's heyday. Hey, so yeah, that put our blood to a boil and whatnot. So let's see here. Black Ops 1. Obviously, bad actions was... Which, that game pretty much pulled a Modern Warfare 2 pretty much on it, because there's so many bad actions that they had, and they did nothing, and even though they announced things and whatnot, and none of them were even positive, which, let's see here. The 74U, back when people were complaining about that, which I do research where besides they nerfed the foregrip so that it will increase the center speed. Well, it will change. It used to be that it would make your center speed be 1800, but they then switched it to 17. But then after that, which almost nobody on YouTube that I know of when it comes to this action that they did on the 74U back in the original Black Ops is that they decided to nerf it to do 35 damage like the Enfield, which means no benefiting from the headshots because of the headshot multiplier being 40%. So yeah, that's why. So let's see here. Fast forward to good actions that I can think of. Oh, they did when they nerfed the FAMAS so that it aims slow and has worsened recoil hip spread. Yeah, well, nice that they did that, but bad actions is that it still leads to the sweat still using that gun. But also, another bad action when it comes to Black Ops 1 is how the FAMAS and AUG still do fucking 35 damage, which we wanted that nerf, not the recoil, so yeah, that's why, because it's a million times more balanced to have a 30 damage gun than it is a 35. So yeah, that put it, and then the a good action that they did during the heyday, just make the shotguns cancel last stand, whatever it was called, but that's about it. That's the only thing I can think of that's like one of the few positive things of good actions. Oh, let's see here. The original Modern Warfare 3. Let's see here. Let's see, nerfing the Type 95, but also, but it's only by a sliver of what they had, which is still ridiculous in that game. But let's see here. Let's see here. Or a bad action that they did on the Akimbo machine pistols. I don't know why, like, the devs forgot to, which that's the first sign of, like, how devs don't bother to playtest shit on anything, because we wanted those things, like, nerfed in a way, but they accidentally buffed the rate of fire as if you gave them rapid, as if they were able to have rapid fire, which is odd, but it's only if you give it akimbo, which they eventually nerfed it to like to a sliver, but it's still annoying to have two guns being shot at you. So yeah, that's why. But let's see here. On positive actions that I can think of, oh, when they started buffing the damage numbers, which is the first in the series of doing that, like the M16 now does 50 damage, and then some of the shotguns have slightly more damage, or they buffed it via increasing the pellets and whatnot, but it sucks that the AA-12 and the Striker were left alone and whatnot, even though the Striker was able to hold on with it in its own. But oh, the FAD rifle got a slight buff. The MP5 buff, well, that was not. Well, it didn't even need a rate of fire buff. It's just that I don't know why they thought it was a bright idea to make the P90 do 42 damage and whatnot. So yeah, it's just, oh yeah, that's another big elephant and whatnot. It's just the damage numbers in the original Modern Warfare 3 is just that I don't know why they thought it was a bright idea to make the entire weapon roster do 35 or more, despite that it shoots fast. But they counteract it by having super short ranges, and the assault class makes you move as heavy as an LMG, while the LMGs are at 80 speed, like a percent, like a riot shield. So yeah, that's why. Oh, like this is, and then yeah, that's all I gotta say about it because of that. But at least actually, another horrible action is just how assassin is annoying and whatnot when it comes to that perk. Let's see here. Dead. Let's see. Dead silence got nerfed so that sitrep actually counters it. But at the same time, all the maps, like when using sitrep pro, is just that when trying to hear someone is you have to be at a specific spot in order to hear like loud stomping sounds. Unlike the original Modern Warfare 2, where sitrep pro works everywhere, but unless there's a ninja user. But yeah, then we have Black Ops 2, where, well, nice that they buffed a lot of guns though, but the problem is Black Ops 2 is just that the weapon roster was completely fine. It's just that it'd be nice if the target finder wasn't a huge nuisance in that game, which that's bad actions and whatnot, and then after that, another bad action was when they decided to nerf snipers during that heyday, which that, okay, why did they decide to nerf the bolt actions other than looking at stupid phase wannabes again, getting a quad but who knows how many matches does that do? But yeah, that's why. So and that's all I gotta say about within that regard and whatnot. But okay, but nerf those, but not do anything with the target finders. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So then Ghost has his own elephant within its regards to the point where I don't know anything positive other than maybe slightly nerfing the headshot multiplier so that it's not make everything do 1 point have a 40% headshot, but it's like now 10%, which is still, but it's the damage numbers are still fucking high. So yeah, and then Advanced Warfare through Black Ops 4, I ignored all those games, so I don't even want to bring up. But 2019 through now, ooh golly, so much bullshit of bad actions that they did with all those games through now and whatnot. So yeah, but which I don't even want to bring it up. But Modern Warfare 3, on the other hand, on that regards, despite skill-based matchmaking, it's just that there are so many. As much as every time they release a patch within that game's heyday and whatnot, but it's always counteracted by having like more positives and whatnot, which help the game throughout the game's heyday. But yeah, well, I should take it back. Like looking back to when Cold War was a thing and whatnot, because I only played the beta, and that's the only other game that I put somewhat depth on before, because I don't have a newer system. Just that they just fixed whatever bullshit that is of Modern Warfare 19, i.e. the map design and the fact that there's like no doors. But yeah, it's just now. But then fast forward to Black Ops 6, like oh god, so many like things that they announced that they're doing, but the problem is they're not even bothering to implement whatever patch that we demand. But no, nerf 2-boxing and whatnot, and claim that they're doing anti-cheat and whatnot, ricochet, whatever that bullshit is, but nothing's helping half the times. So I don't care. So yeah, it's still not earning our trust back, not to get back to that game, because I could be one of those people that are ranting about how how looking at the Steam numbers is all they lost 80%, but I'm not gonna bring it up. So yeah, that's all I gotta say within this match within this regard. So I'm just trying to go ham with whatever I could, but I was like second to last, but I still scored well. And then with that being said, it's just that as soon as the match gets over, and then I start inserting my intro music for, but since this is a USAS 12, does try to be humorous and insert K-pop, but that's only for Facebook purposes though, while YouTube has its own. So until then, farewell, because obviously I didn't even make it to the top 3.